It's time for a little comedy, a little content, and a lot of conversation. It's the Geno Jones Show, exclusively right here on YouTube. Now here's your host, Geno Jones.
It is showtime. What's happening, everybody? It's halfway to the weekend. It is Wednesday. I like to call it Working Divas Wednesday. Shout out to all my Working Divas. Feature I do on my daytime radio show, so I thought I'd bring it to the PM, what I do in the AM. This is the Geno Jones Show. I guess you kind of figured that out, right? Like, okay, yo, G, we see your name in the background, big old sign. How could we miss it? Monday through Friday, I come to you live via my YouTube channel. So do me a favor, help a brother out, all right? Help a brother out so I can get some of these YouTube checks. You hear what I'm saying? All right, support black business owners, support black entrepreneurs, support Black Lives Do Matter, especially black lives of black business entrepreneurs. So like, share, and subscribe to my YouTube channel. Like, share, subscribe to the Geno Jones channel and the Geno Jones Show. Tag all the episodes. Go back and binge watch all my episodes. I've had some great conversations with Jimmy Jam and Terry Lewis. They talk about their brand new album that's out after 35 years and 35 days. Jam and Lewis Volume 1. The new single, you'll see the new single from Mariah Carey from the Jam and Lewis album. Also, I had a conversation with Miss Lettucey, who's going to play Mahalia Jackson in an upcoming movie. Senator Cory Booker. Just my monologues, the fire, the funny, the compelling conversation. Yes, the heat. Oh, yes. Bringing the heat, bringing the pain, bringing the social passion, social commentary, all that. Or the passion with the social commentary. And a lot more. Right here. So like, share, and subscribe to the channel once again. And tag all these episodes. Go back and binge watch them right here on the Geno Jones channel. You'll see them in my library. If you'd like to be a sponsor, I'd be honored. I'd love to have you as a sponsor. If you'd like to advertise, like I said, let's support, listen, in this era of racial reckoning, or as some like to call it, white corporate money guilt, see a lot of corporations investing in black businesses and black entrepreneurs. I'm right here. Holla at your boy. If you need a pitch man or a brand ambassador, the term that we use now in 2021, to help build your brand or your business, to help move your products, your goods, your services, listen to me. I'm the king, not the king, the king of pitch men. So holla at your boy. I'm listening. I'm watching. I'll see you. Leave me a message right here on my YouTube channel, or you can email me, GenoJonesShow@gmail.com. I'll give you that information once again at the end of the show. Well, the NBA season is over. Man, I hate that because I love the NBA. Even though baseball is here, shout out to my Chicago White Sox. First place, American League Central Division. I told you guys, I said it way back in the spring. The Chicago White Sox, 2021 World Champions, Major League Baseball. Book it, Dano. That's just a term. There was an old TV show, Hawaii Five-0, and like when they closed the deal, there was a character and he said, "Book it, Dano." So that means you can put it in writing, put your stamp on it. Anyway, congratulations to the Milwaukee Bucks. Now let me set the record straight here. I'm purple and gold for life. I'm purple and gold for eternity. Lakers fan, that's their colors, purple and gold. But I fair is fair. And, AD got hurt. LeBron wasn't completely healthy. Whole nother conversation for another show, maybe later in this show. But congratulations to the Milwaukee Bucks. Giannis Antetokounmpo. He played great. He was the finals MVP. Brother played well. They call him the Greek Freak. He was raised in Greece. Actually, he is an immigrant. He is a Greek immigrant who now plays in America. He and his family originally are from Nigeria. And then they immigrated to Greece, lived a life of poverty. He used to help his parents sell CDs and sunglasses like on the street just to make a living. He's got two other brothers, actually All three of them play in the NBA. One of his brothers, his older brother, is his teammate on the Milwaukee Bucks. So I got to shout Giannis out, And no, he's not the best player in the NBA. And no, he's not the face of the NBA. Not yet. Just take a deep breath, slow your roll, all right? LeBron is going to have something to say about that. I'm telling you, he's going to come back with a vengeance. And AD, shout out to my man Anthony Davis, Chicago native, South Side, represent the South Side, brother, playing for the Lakers. You've been hurt. Man, the whispers ain't the whispers. It's bullhorn. The folks, they saying, man, they need to trade Anthony Davis. He stayed hurt all the time. Had a lot of injuries, so we can't deny that. There's a factor that he's been hurt a lot. So I don't know. Get LeBron's trainer, get LeBron's cook, chef, nutritionist, hyperbaric chamber, cryotherapy room, whatever it is. That should be motivation to shut all these haters up, AD. Come on, you know how we do it from the Chi, especially the South Side of Chicago. When folks doubt us and tell us what we can't do, we're like, oh, really? I got you, partner. Well, I'm going to show you what I can do and then some. And stick it up there. You know what I'm saying. All right. Woosah. Let me reel it in. And Kevin Durant is still in the league, okay? So Kevin Durant, arguably the most skilled all-around player, skilled player, most talented in basketball. I'm still rocking with LeBron. But, sometimes, you got 4 championships, LeBron, but the haters are going to hate. Skip Bayless and that crew are going to hate. So I digress. But listen, this moment is about the Milwaukee Bucks. Give them their due. All right? They played who was in front of them. They had nothing to do with all the injuries that the Lakers had. They had nothing to do with the fact that Kevin Durant didn't have any help. And, he was one big toe away from eliminating Milwaukee, Game 7 of that Eastern Conference semifinals, but he didn't. Kyrie was hurt. James Harden was playing on one leg. So you play who's in front of you. Had nothing to do with the injuries. So you still took advantage of the situation, and you guys won a national championship. I'm happy for you. But who I'm really happy for, one of Giannis' teammates who I've had a chance to meet, I've had a chance to work with. He is a native of this area that I am coming to you live right now. And this is from Charleston, South Carolina, the area, McClellanville, which is just north of here. Shout out to Kris Middleton. Kris, brother, we had a chance to work together. He's a pitch man for one of the local car dealers. And he had an appearance, and I did a live broadcast with him. Just really cool. And the guy you see on the court, the guy you see in interviews before and after games talking to the media is the same guy you see in person. Just laid back, just mellow brother, pretty, humble, just a good dude, man. Not flashy, not look at me. He's just laid back, but he got a sweet and he got a killer jump shot. And he's clutch, and I got to give him credit. He's probably the most, from an offensive standpoint, the most offensively skilled dude on the team. Like when the game is on the line, Giannis is saying, yo, Kris, hey, close this, man, handle this, take us home, wrap it up. And there's no shade on Giannis, because Giannis really is a freak of nature athletically. But shout out to Kris Middleton and Chris's family here in the Charleston Metro, Charleston, South Carolina, and McClellanville. The brother did his thing, and looking forward when you come. Even though I know Kris Middleton, you're not gonna have a chance to come home. You got to get on a plane, go to Tokyo. You and your teammate Drew Holiday and Devin Booker. Shout out to Devin Booker. Disappointed, but this brother's young brother, 24. First time in the playoffs. Team went to the NBA Finals. He'll learn from this. Kobe is his idol, and he's really emulated his game after Kobe. He's not Kobe. Nobody's Kobe but Kobe. But the brother, even though he didn't play well last night, and he didn't play well the last couple games, but he'll learn from this, because Drew Holiday really did a hell of a job D'ing him up and Chris Paul. But shout out to Kris Middleton. Shout out to Charleston, South Carolina. Shout out to McClellanville, South Carolina, all part of the metro. Shout out to Porter Gaud High School. As a matter of fact, his team won back-to-back championships in high school when he played at Porter Gaud High School right here in the Charleston, South Carolina metro. All right, big ups, Kris. Whenever you make it home, I hope I run into you. I hope I see you. Congratulations. Like I said, I can't front. I'm Lakers for eternity. I'm going to always ride with the purple and gold, but also I'm rooting for hometown, home team. You're repping the low country, and we are all proud of you and happy for you. Even though if we're not necessarily Milwaukee Bucks fans, we are happy for you, Kris. Congratulations. You're a good brother, and it's great to see great things happen to good people, to great people. And Kris Middleton falls in that category, so I had to shout him out and give him some love. So did you enjoy the NBA Finals? With so many injuries, we didn't see Brooklyn. You didn't see Kyrie Irving and James Harden. We didn't see AD. LeBron wasn't completely healthy, and AD was completely out. So many injuries in Denver. Jamal Murray, the Clippers, as I call them, the JV team, that other team in LA, like the JV junior varsity team. Kawhi Leonard, he blew out his ACL, tore his ACL. So had a lot of key injuries, but I thought it was exciting. Like I said, I love basketball, love the NBA, so I still enjoyed it. It took a while, I had to. It's like I needed therapy. Took me a minute because when the Lakers lost, I was salty. I'm emotionally. There are only two professional sports teams that I am emotionally invested in. One, of course, my Chicago White Sox, South Side of Chicago. South Side, stand up! Man, saw that game last night. Came back and won. Whoo. Whole nother story. And the Los Angeles Lakers. I mean, from way back in the day, from Magic and Kareem and Magic and James Worthy and the whole crew, and Michael Cooper, and Byron Scott, and Jamal Wilkes before that, Norm Nixon and Bob McAdoo and Kurt Rambis. So I'm a Laker forever. And then Shaq and Kobe and the whole crew. And then Kobe and Powell and the whole crew. So as you can tell, even though I was always, got love for Michael and Scotty. That's special because that's my birthplace. So, and 6 championships in 8 years. So I'll always have love and respect for what those brothers did on the court. So it was a lot of fun. So listen, I want to close today. Just my special commentary, special monologue. I just want to close today by encouraging everybody that has not got a vaccine. If you have not been vaccinated for COVID-19, especially my millennials and my Generation Zers, and you got some Generation Xers and even some, well, for the most part, 65 and over, I think nationwide, at least 85% of America has gotten at least one vaccine. I think I saw a number today, and I think in terms of 65 and up, that's fully vaccinated, I think that number is over 60, I think it's around 65%. But my millennials and my Generation Zers that feel I'm young and healthy, I get it. You feel invincible. You don't have any sense of mortality. I get it. I didn't either. But unfortunately, this Delta variant of COVID-19, your body carries 1,000 times more higher virus load than the original COVID-19 strain. That means it's highly, highly, highly contagious, and it'll make you sicker, and it can kill you. But the good news is the vaccines that are out now are pretty effective. Even if you get what they call a breakthrough case means that you were fully vaccinated, but you somehow still caught it. And a lot of times you'll be asymptomatic, or you may have very, very mild symptoms. But I just want to give you this fact. People lie, men lie, women lie. It's a saying, men lie, women lie. Numbers don't lie. And here's a number that does not lie. 99.5% of all the people that have died within the last month, the last 4 to 6 weeks, the last month to month and a half, 99.5% of the people that have died from COVID-19 in the last 4 to 6 weeks are people who were unvaccinated. Say that again. Last month or so, last month to 2 months, 99.5% of the people that have died from COVID-19 in America were unvaccinated. Okay? This is not politics. It's not ideology. It's none of that. That's a fact. You can do your own homework. I've done it for you. You can do your own research, but I've done that for you. Bottom line, get your COVID-19 vaccine. You still have a lot of children who are under 12 who can't get vaccinated because we're still conducting tests on the COVID-19 vaccines to make sure it's safe and effective for our children under 12. So we got kids under 12 that can't get vaccinated. You still have some people who are so immunocompromised that they can't get vaccinated. So we got to protect those. We have to protect our kids. Get a vaccine to protect your children or your niece or your nephew or your little cousin or somebody else's niece, nephew, or cousin or your godchild or somebody else's child that you don't even know that you could share this Delta variant of COVID-19 to. Get the vaccine, okay? This vaccine, I've been saying this since I've been on camera, since I've been on the air with you, since October. This virus does not care about who you voted for, who you didn't vote for. This virus doesn't care about who you pray to, what gods you worship or believe in. It doesn't care if you don't believe in God or not. It doesn't care who you sleep with. It doesn't care what you look like. It doesn't care about your last name. It doesn't matter where you come from. It doesn't care about your privilege or power or prestige. It doesn't care about how many square feet your house or homes have. It doesn't care about how large your yacht is. It doesn't care about none of it. It doesn't care about your net worth. Can't protect you, especially from this Delta variant of COVID-19. This is nothing to play with. This strain, as they call variant, which means this strain, this mutation of the original COVID-19 vaccine virus, see, it's like COVID-19 on steroids. So, just get your shot. Get the vaccine. Do it for somebody else. Do it for the children who are unprotected because they have to be unprotected. All right? You even got folks like, of all people, and I thought I've never said this person's name on this show, and I don't believe I'm doing it now. Sean Hannity, over there on state, MAGA Madness, MAGA Cult State TV, was telling people, begging, imploring his viewers to please get vaccinated. Because you know why? Because a lot of his viewers are dying off. And they probably seen, I don't know, he had a come to Jesus moment. I don't know who had a conversation with him. Rupert Murdoch, who owns Fox, fake news, as they call it, MAGA State TV. I don't know who. I don't know if it was someone in his family or friends that died from COVID. It really doesn't matter. Now, I don't know how long this is going to last. I don't know this temporary sanity. I don't know how long it's going to last with this dude before the homicidal propaganda, because he and folks on that network and this MAGA cult, they've been telling people, and here's the hypocrisy. Let me just say this. People like Sean Hannity and Tuck-ass Carlson. Yeah, I said it. Yeah, that dude, the other dude, that's really like the jackass. These and a lot of folks over there, and part of this this MAGA suicide cult. They've been telling their cult members, their followers, not to get a vaccine. But here's the hypocrisy. They are all vaccinated. Oh yeah, see, they don't tell you that on camera. They have all been vaccinated. As a matter of fact, Fox News headquarters in New York, there were emails that went out. They got a company policy. Oh, you come up in here, you got to be vaccinated. So the same people who have been telling a lot of folks out there, some of your friends, relatives, maybe some of you all that's watching me right now, maybe not, because my worldview is a little different than theirs, but you probably have somebody, a coworker, somebody in your family that's part of that MAGA madness cult. And the people that they watch and listen to on TV and follow on social media that's telling them, oh, don't get the virus. It's going to magnetize you, and the key is going to stick to your forehead, and the government is going to inject some microchip that somehow is in a clear liquid. It's going to inject some microchip. Well, guess what? The government didn't have to inject the microchip. You know who did that for the government and for themselves? Apple and Samsung. Your microchip is your cell phone that you sleep with, that you can't put down. This like an appendage, like a part of your hand. That's your microchip. Everything that you don't even want them to know about you, whoever they is, we volunteer the information. Downloading all these apps on our, not just our smartphones, but our smart TVs. There's your microchips. They got the microphones in there. Listen, they can tap into that stuff. Not the government. What do you mean the government? The government's Tim Cook and Apple, and before that Steve Jobs, they did the work for the government. It's like, what? We got this. They're going to pay us. They'll pay us $1,000, $1,200 for this little device. And we can track, and they'll volunteer to give us all the information that they would never give us otherwise, and pay us to give their own personal information. So this whole, well, if you get the vaccine, then that clear liquid, but there's a microchip in there, and they'll implant. Stop with that. Stop with it. And I understand, being a black man, the hesitancy of African Americans. Shout out to Dr. Damon Arnold, one of the top infectious disease, public health doctors and infectious disease doctors in America. I call him the black Dr. Fauci, or maybe I should call Dr. Fauci the white Dr. Damon Arnold. I'm going to call him tonight. Need to get him back on next week. We talked about the Tuskegee syphilis experiment, and for many, including myself, was somewhat misinformed, because for years, the running narrative about how the syphilis, the Tuskegee College is a college in Alabama, in case you don't know. It's a historically black college. And back, I think this went on almost 40 years, from the 30s until the 60s, almost the 70s. There was a study that was ran by people at Tuskegee, the Tuskegee College, that was, I guess, funded or partnered with the government. And the narrative, the initial narrative, was that black men were injected with syphilis, and then they wouldn't treat them. No, that's not exactly what happened. The government didn't inject black men with anything. There were black men who had syphilis, who had contracted syphilis on their own, and were told that there was this study that they could come in and be a part of the study, and they would be given some type of medicine or treatment to see how it reacted. But the insidious, evil, demonic part of this study was that these black men were never given any kind of medicine at all. So they weren't treated. They weren't given any medicine to treat or to try to get rid of syphilis. They basically wanted to see how black men's natural immune system, somehow they thought, Well, because they think black folks are superhuman in animals. So they probably just, well, they're not humans. They're like animals. They're superhuman in strength, and they could jump, and the genitals are just, all the racist tropes and stereotypes about, black men and women. They just figured that black men's just own natural immune system without any help would just fight off and get rid of syphilis, which it didn't. And you had these black men who died or were permanently scarred in many ways. So that's what happened. That's not happening now. As a matter of fact, shout out to Moderna. The Moderna vaccine was developed by a black woman doctor, black woman doctor, Dr. Kizmikia Corbett, Dr. Kizzy Corbett, who developed that vaccine. I'm just saying. So get your COVID-19 vaccines, please. All right. Let me get out of here. Thank you for letting me be a part of your life. As always, God bless each and every one of you. God, most of all, thank you for letting me do the Geno Jones Show. I come to you live via YouTube, my YouTube channel, Monday through Friday, 6:30 p.m. Eastern, 5:30 p.m. in Chicago, 3:30 p.m. on the West Coast. Please help a brother out. Help me get my new subscriber numbers up even more. And thank you. Shout out to all my subscribers. We've grown so much. Started off with 0, around 200, but I got a goal of 100,000. Help a brother out so I can go ahead and start getting some of these YouTube checks. Help a black businessman out, a small business owner, a small minority, a small black-owned business, an entrepreneur, black entrepreneur. Yes, Black Lives Matter. To all my white allies, my brothers and sisters, blue-eyed brothers and sisters who want to be an ally. You want to help, you feel compelled. Corporations, some of this racial, diversity and inclusion, AKA people are calling it, nicknamed it, this corporate white guilt money, right here. Holla at your boy. Geno Jones, you just leave me a message here on my YouTube channel, or you can email me, GenoJonesShow@gmail. Geno Jones Show, all one word, @gmail. That's how you spell Geno Jones. I'd love to have you as a sponsor. I'd love to have you advertise on the channel. And if you are looking for the ultimate pitch man, if you are looking for the ultimate brand ambassador to help you promote and build your brand, your business, to help you move your products and your goods or services, yes, ladies and gentlemen, you will be happy to know that I'm the king, not the king. I'm the king of pitchmen. Holla at me. Leave me a message. Geno Jones Show @gmail. All right. Shout out to Mr. Markel Bailey. He is the official barber and hairstylist for the Geno Jones Show. Check him out on Instagram, on IG, KLB Cutting Up. KELBECUTTINUP. Shout to Mr. Bruce Gage, one of the official wardrobe consultants and stylists for the Geno Jones Show. Check him out. You can do a search on Instagram. Just type in Bruce Gage, Gage. Also, wardrobe consultant and stylist for the Geno Jones Show is Alexandria Jones. Designer, student, fashion design student, and fashion designer attending Columbia College Chicago, my alma mater. Shout out to Columbia College Chicago. You can check her out on Instagram as a designer and a supermodel. Really, no. Her fashion designer page, Lexi_Nicole. That's underscore is that line underneath. Lexi, LEXIE_designs. Alexandria Nicole Jones Designs. And you can check out our other page, Alexandria Jones. That's ALEXANDRIA. Alexandria Jones. Check her out. All right. I love each and every one of you. I really do. Thank you so much for watching. Yes, Mother, I love you more than life itself. You're not going to get me. You got me the other day. You're not going to get me today. Thanks. I want to thank everybody. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for subscribing. If you are a new subscriber, leave me a message here. I'd love to hear from you. If you, even if you're not, if you've been watching from day one, or if you're a new viewer, new subscriber, if you have told some friends about the show and got them to watch, new viewers, I'd love to hear from you. Leave me a message right here. Please give me all the likes I can. Help me build all the subscribers that I can, so brother can go ahead and get some of these YouTube checks, because my baby girl is in college, so I still got 3 more years of tuition. So help a brother out, help a black businessman out with that. Just get those views up even more, and it's grown so much. So I love you. I really, really do. I got to get out of here. So until tomorrow, Thursday or Friday. I don't call Friday Friday. I call Friday Friday, like yay, it's Friday. So tomorrow will be a Friday Eve, like almost Friday edition of the Geno Show. 6:30 p.m. Eastern, once again 5:30 p.m. Central Chicago time, 3:30 p.m. out on the West Coast. Shout out to Los Angeles, all my people, Andre Russell, Ken Wilson, and all my people out in LA, the city of angels. Until tomorrow, 6:30 p.m. Eastern time. Thank you so much for watching one last time. And as always, be blessed.
Subscribe and tune in to the next episode of The Geno Jones Show, exclusively right here on YouTube.